Hey folks, welcome to our week of wrapping up the entire textbook and starting our 18-day review. It's a pretty important week in terms of how we're going to switch gears in our learning. So I do want to talk about the expectations and the deadlines and how that 18-day review is going to work. So the one thing, again, about Chapter 12, we are just going to be doing the first section, 12.1. Because of our time constraints, I have cut section 12.2. I have yet to see a question on 12.2 on any of the AP exams. So as of now, we should still be safe in cutting that, and it should not be an issue and impact you at all. So if you look at the calendar, we have on the agenda last Friday, hopefully you would start at 12.1, and then you're going to finish 12.1 on Monday. So the deadline for wrapping up 12.1 is going to be Thursday by 3 p.m. Now, once that's done, our learning for the textbook is complete, and you are now going to switch over to your 18-day review. I gave you that huge packet. It's 100 plus pages long. You can choose to use it and you can choose not to. I know some people like to use their notebooks. Some people like to go back to all of the 12 chapters of packets that we have, which I think is a smart idea too. But what this is I try to condense it down, is just a quick resource for you of the formula sheet, the 4 different topics that you're going to be tested on, which includes the 12 chapters, some free response reviews and all that good stuff, and some hints and things along the lines. So if you look at how the deadlines are going to work now for fourth quarter is all formative work. Your semester grade is going to be broken down between an 80-20 between the quarters. Third quarter is 80% of your grade, and fourth quarter is 20%. Everyone in this class, in theory, should get a solid A or 100% in fourth quarter. What fourth quarter is about is meeting the deadlines. I do not grade your review on the quality of the work. It is just based on meeting the deadlines. So if you take a look at this, you're going to notice you have your first deadline on Monday the 15th at 3 p.m. Now, what do you need to accomplish by that deadline? That deadline is doing day 1, 2, and 3 of the 18-day review. What that is going to encompass, if you look at the calendar, it says here you're going to take a diagnostic multiple choice exam. You're actually going to take the 2014 multiple choice exam. So to do this one, you want to give yourself 90 minutes of uninterrupted time. Okay. Then on Thursday, it's the free response questions of those. Again, you're going to have 90 minutes to take this one, so give yourself some uninterrupted time. Day 3 is going to be analyzing those results. You're going to go in, get your score, and kind of see if this was the real exam, what would you have gotten on this test? Would you have achieved 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Again, keeping in mind a 3, 4, and 5 is passing. That doing all of this work has a deadline of Monday at 3 p.m. Now, think about when to do that. This right here, this first Tuesday, the 9th, is a traditional day. It may not make sense for you to do this assessment on a traditional day because it is set as a timer, by the way. It's going to be a 90-minute timer. So don't start it unless you have 90 minutes free for you to do it. You might want to wait to do this first day diagnostic on your block or win day. If you can do it during school, great. Now, if you feel like it's going to be hard for me to find that time, really think about how you're going to meet these deadlines and study for this. Maybe you wait for the weekend. If you wait for the weekend, please make sure you have enough time to do this entire exam. If you wait for the weekend, again, 90 minutes for multiple choice, 90 minutes for free response. And then by end of day Monday, you've analyzed your results and come up with a game plan on the various topics you're going to study more on. Okay. If you get that done by 3 p.m., I'm going to give you 100% on that participation. Okay. Same thing is going to work for the next few, all the other 10 days. Now, if we look at the calendar of your deadlines, might be a little bit better to give you an idea. When we go down to the actual review, here are all the deadlines you need to achieve. So again, days 1, 2, and 3 is your diagnostic and kind of setting your baseline. Where are you? What are the topics you're not as strong on? Is it probability that you should be focusing on more? Is it inferences? Is it material from chapter 1? You'll figure out for yourself. Days 4, 5, and 6, you're going to review and study topic 1, which is explanatory data. That covered chapters 1, 2, and 3 was what topic 1 was. Topic 2 is going to be days 7 through 9. That is chapter 4. It was all about designing studies. Again, that's going to be 3 days worth, and here's its deadline. Then topic 3 was chapters 5, 6, and 7. That was probability. We're going to spend days 10 through 14 on that one. In the past, students have asked for a little bit more review on probability because they felt like they were a little bit rustier on that one. So that one does have a slightly longer days of review. And then the last topic is topic 4, inferences and procedures. That obviously is chapters 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.1. And that is set as 3 days. This one tends to be more fresh in students' minds since you just got done testing with it. And again, here are your deadlines. If you meet the deadlines, you get 100% of the participation points for this. Again, it is not based on how your performance is. Now, if you want to go ahead and pace yourself above these deadlines, that's great. You absolutely can do that just as long as you meet the deadline. And again, if you do, you will get an A for fourth quarter, which obviously is going to help that third quarter grade improve the overall semester grade. Now, the other things I want to talk about too is when we go into this review, as you take a look at it, please click into the folder so you see the stuff. And you're going to see here some tips you can look at. Here's some general resources. If you take a quick view in the general resources, you're going to find a review packet. Here's the formula sheet you're going to get. Here's some flashcards that I found, things like that that might be helpful for you. Feel free to use them if you like. Again, before you start your day 1 and day 2, please just watch my short video talking about that. When you click into this diagnostic exam folder, you're going to see days 1, 2, and 3. Again, here's your deadline. When you click in here, this right here is the multiple choice test. So I do not have the multiple choice test questions in the packet. They have asked us not to publish those particularly on paper. So they're going to be here in multiple choice. Get out your formula sheet, get your calculator and scratch paper and see what you can do. This is the free response exam. These questions are in the packet, so I wanted you to have those ready available, and you can kind of practice doing them on there. When you're ready for day 3, watch that video and just listen to how I want you to analyze your results so you know kind of where you are again in this scheme of what you know and what you don't know that well. As you look at it, it's going to be, again, very self-explanatory. All the various topics here are color-coded and in their own respective folders. Now, at the very end, if you have more time and you want more time to study, a couple of things I do have that I think is important to talk about. I have some more topics in this particular folder. So if you click here, more practice by various topics, where there are certain topics you want more practice in, go into there and look at those particular questions. You might find that helpful. The other thing I have is in this particular folder, I have another full-length practice exam. I actually have printed out for you, if you want, the 2019 national exam. If you want a copy of it, I have the multiple choice and the free response in a packet. It looks very similar to what your real exam is going to look like because it is paper-based. I also have printed out the answer keys and the solutions and the explanations for every single question on the multiple choice on how you would answer the 40 different multiple choice questions. If you want this assessment, see me. I am more than happy to give you a copy of that. If you don't get a printed out copy, here is the PDF versions of that. Again, the multiple choice and the solutions and the free response and solutions. So I've created a lot of extra practice materials if you're looking for that. And in here too, there's some other national exams you can take a look at. I don't have those printed, but lots of other resources. So the only thing I would recommend to you, don't get behind pace on here because you don't want to lose those points. Stay on pace or ahead of pace, especially if you want to have some extra review for your test, which is set for the Tuesday, the 7th. I'm just double checking that. I want to say that right? Tuesday the 7th is going to be your exam, and you will be testing in the WAC. So that is pretty much all I have for you to get started. Feel free to email me with any questions you have or any concerns. Have a great start to your 18-day review. You've all put a lot of energy and learning into your 12 chapters. And I know if you just stay focused for this review, you're going to shine in this exam and everything is going to meet your expectations. So have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.